So what's up, guys? So I'm here again. As I promised in my tutorial video, I've got another YGO deck here for you. I got my Ojama deck. Hasn't been updated recently. I put like one or two cards in recently. It kind of built when they released all the new support for it to make it viable. So just get to it. Well, actually, I kind of built this on the whole. Ojama in Japanese means it's a verb, to button. So it kind of, I don't know, the whole archetype kind of builds with it, but I did more to do that. It like takes up monster card zones and locks down magic traps. So I've got actually one of each Ojama, 3 greens, 3 yellows, and 3 blacks. And got red there too. I got 3 reds and 3 blues also, but they're actually the good ones. Green, yellow, and black are only 0 attack, 1000 defense. But they're still needed for the whole utility of the deck. Red, when he's normal summon, you can special summon up to 4 Ojama monsters from your hand in attack position. So that's really good. Helps with like Delta Hurricane and other stuff like that. And then I got 3 blues, which is the tutor, which is when he's destroyed a battle and starts the graveyard, you can add up to 2 Ojama cards. So you can get either one of the monsters, or like Delta Hurricane, Country, Ojamagic, Ojamuscle, Ojama Trio, anything from your deck. So that's really, really nice to have. And then just 3 kind of utility monsters. I've got Regulus, which is still a light beast, because I've got Honest too, but he's a light beast. And 1700, kind of a good little beat stick, but I pretty much use him for the field spell utility. So, and then I've got Honest, since again, pretty much all but one of the monsters in this deck are light, so that helps out a lot, especially since they're all really weak. So there's that. And Mystical Sheep number 1, just for another fusion piece. And then, except for monsters, for spells, I've got 3 Ojama countries, backbone of the deck. When you have an Ojama monster face up on the field, all monsters' attack and defense are switched. So that pretty much only works with like Knight and King. Sorry. I want to reorder those. It's annoying me. It pretty much works with Knight or King, since you'll have a 2500 or a 3000. Other than that, the other Ojama monsters are 1000 defense, so they have 1000 attack. Kind of, it's really nice to have, because usually your opponent's monsters will be big beat sticks with a lot of attack, but not a lot of defense. So if you switch those, they're useless. And then I've just got 2 Ojamagics, which work. Oh yeah, I forgot. And then also with Country, once per turn, you can discard 1 Ojama monster. Never mind, it's a monster. No, wait. Oh, 1 Ojama card. Okay. 1 Ojama card to special summon 1 Ojama monster from your graveyard. So, again, I've got 2 Ojamagics, which is when they're discarded, you can add green, black, and yellow from your deck to your hand. So, that's really nice with all that. And then I've got 3 Hurricanes, which are 3 Hurricanes, which are really nice. Or they're hard to actually get all 3 of them out, because you need yellow, black, and green on the field. But as I said before, red can do that pretty well. I've done it once or twice with this deck. And then just 1 Ojamuscle. If you have King out and then you do red, you get 4 of those. And if you have Ojama Country out, he would gain 4000 attack on top of the 3000, and then he would have 7000 attack. So very good, just power card if you can pull it off. And then some fusion and fusion support. I've got 3 polys, and then fusion sage, just to search the poly, using the magic card slot appropriately to get what you really need. And then fusion recovery, just get a fusion material monster and poly out of the graveyard. defusion and refusion. Defusion is the ultimate like dream. I think back in the anime, Kaiba did like Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, attacked with it, and then defusion and attack with all three of the Blue Eyes. So you can still do that with Ojama King or Ojama Knight. It's just not as powerful as the the perfect scenario of that. And then again, just refusion. It's a premature burial for a fusion monster, but I think premature burial is banned, so that works well. And then lightning vortex is a good general nuke. Again, to keep with the theme, I've got 2 ground collapses, which take up 2 of your monster card your opponent's monster card zones, and they can't use them to summon. So if you play that, they can only have up to 3 monsters. And if you have King out, then they can't have any monsters. So that's the bonus of it. And then just terraforming to search for countries. And as far as traps, again, still with the theme, you have Ojama Trio, which gives your opponents 3 Ojama tokens, which have 0 attack, 1000 defense, in defense position. They can't be used as a tribute summon. They are level 2, so they could use them for... they could actually... That would kind of suck, because if they had the right Xyz monster, they could get it out with this. But when the token is destroyed, they take 300 damage. So, I mean, back before Synchros and Xyz, this was a really good card because they couldn't tribute them, and they pretty much relied on you attacking the tokens for them to get destroyed. Now it's a little different because they can use them for Synchro materials or for Xyz. But, I don't know, it's kind of a trade-off for that little bit of damage and taking up the slots. And then Zing Zang Hu, to work kind of the same way as all the other stuff, but for magics. You activate this and then pick 2 of your opponent's face-down magic traps, and they can't activate them as long as this face up on the field. So if you play 2 of these, I used to have a replica in here for this, which would do 1 more, but you can still lock down 4 of them with this. And then just League of Uniform Nomenclature, which it's like 1 face-up level to a lower normal monster on your side of the field, and then special summon from your deck as many cards as possible with the same name. So that works well with Knight. Like if you have any of the first 3 Ojamas, you play that, you get the rest of them, and then you could fuse 2 of them for Knight, because he works with any 2 Ojama monsters. Well, King works with only the first 3, the yellow, black, and green. And then just a break, which since there's a lot of normal monsters, it works well. When your opponent declares an attack on a normal monster, you destroy all face-up attack position monsters except normal monsters. So that's every monster. It's pretty much, the normal monster Mirror Force. It's kind of, you gotta make sure you play it right so you don't destroy any of your own monsters. And then 2 backup soldiers, just again for a good search, to get Ojamas back to your hand. These 2 are just a couple more things for Oja Magic. They have a good effect, but they also make you discard, like Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. You discard a card from your hand and then return 1 card on your opponent's side of the field to the top of their deck. And then just for Geki Break, which you discard a card and destroy 1 card on the field. Pretty good to have. Again, you really only want to use those if you have an Oja Magic to get the Oja Magic effect. And then just Gravity Bind. Since everything but the fusion monsters are, well, and regulars, are 3-star or lower, you can lock down your opponent's deck and still be able to attack through. And then again, just the fusion deck, which is now the extra deck. I know it's all different, but 3 Oja Knight or Ojama Knights. They have 0 attack, 2500 defense, and then you select up 2 of your opponent's monster card zones, and they cannot be used. And then again, Ojama King. As I said before, he's just 2 Ojama monsters. Ojama King is green, yellow, black, but has 0 attack, 3000 defense, which again with country make him really powerful. and you select up to 3 of your opponent's monster card zones and lock them down. So as I said before, the whole strategy of the deck is pretty much to get your fusion monsters out, lock down your opponent's cards and their monster card zones. So pretty much they will have unusable magic and traps, except for one, if they ever get it, and then no monsters, and you just mow through them, and attack with king and knight and just beat them down. It's not as powerful as like the current metagame. I've used this against some pretty powerful decks. It just doesn't have the full potential as an actual archetype to really stand up, in my opinion. If you kept with the full Ojama theme like I have, it has its moments, but it's not the most powerful deck you'll ever build. It's a lot of fun. It's a real troll deck. Just yeah, it's a troll deck. You lock down your opponent and annoy them. Really, that's what they're good for. So that's pretty much it. I think I finally got my psychic deck tested, and that's really it. But I'll probably have a video up of that soon. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Sam again. Bye.